Hi, we're here to have a closer look at the all-new Outback. Outback is a fantastic car, has been from the beginning, and now it has become even better. It's always possible to recognize an Outback, but everything on this Outback is completely new. Every part. Subaru is a pioneer. The first Outback came in 1995, and it set the standard for what we today call a crossover. We're going to go through the most important news. We'll talk about the Outback's high level of safety, all practical functions, and the fantastic comfort. Let's start at the beginning, at the back. I guess we all recognize this. A heavy box that we want to load into the boot. How do we get the hatch up? It's not a problem on the new Outback. Right here, there is a sensor that picks up the movement of your arm. You just move and the boot opens automatically. Just as easy with the privacy screen. The opening is larger, more square, and the cargo floor is longer and completely flat. There are also plenty of cargo loops to secure your load. With two simple grips, here and here, we fold down the entire backrest and we get almost 2 cubic meters of cargo space. When we close it, there are two ways. We can close the boot, but we can also close and lock the whole car. Clever. Now, we'll go up and look at the roof. But before we do that, I want to show you this. This is typical for Subaru. They're always prioritizing practical functions. We have a flat, stable, and wide step to stand on. This is very good when you want to access the roof. I think most people are like me. The roof rack is somewhere in the garage, behind some dirty winter tyres. No problem with the new Outback. The roof rack is built into the rails and folds out with a couple of simple grips. In addition, there is a loop in each corner so you can easily secure your cargo. With the new Outback, Subaru shows that you can really improve everything, even the headlights. Everything is LED, and the inside is filled with new technology. With LED, you get whiter, more efficient light, and a longer and wider light image. Cornering lights. The lights follow the movements of the steering wheel, so that you always have light going into the curves. We have automatic and adaptive high beam, which turns off the high beam to the left if you have oncoming traffic, but keeps the high beam in front and to the right of your car. Good light is an important safety issue. Safety is important to me, but it's not just about my family and me. Outback also protects everyone around the car, pedestrians, cyclists, animals, etc. Inside the windshield there are two cameras, a pair of extra eyes that never get tired. Eyesight is Subaru's own system and the result of 30 years of their own research and development. Today, eyesight is the world's best functioning system according to researchers test institutes and motor journalists. The system has halved the risk of accidents and the risk of me driving into the car in front of me and causing a whiplash injury. It's basically eliminated. This is the latest generation of EyeSight. It looks wider and longer, which means that it detects obstacles earlier and can act at higher speeds. It can detect crossing traffic and also traffic parallel to me when I want to turn right. There are many functions in EyeSight that provide high safety when driving. Some of them have always been there, such as auto brake, adaptive cruise control, and lane keep assistance. EyeSight shows everything I need to know directly in the display in front of me. The system also speaks to me through the steering wheel. It vibrates if I cross a sideline. If I try to change lanes and there is a car there, EyeSight will detect that car and help me steer back into my lane. The Outback also has an infrared camera that monitors the driver's eye movements. If I do not keep my eyes on the road, it warns me. It also warns me if I get tired or, in the worst case scenario, fall asleep. Should the accident nevertheless occur, the car itself signals SOS alarm and indicates my position. I can call out myself via eCall by pressing the SOS button in the ceiling. Something else that has become much better are the seats. They have better side support, and the cushion is longer for better thigh support. The padding is new and the heating zones larger. Now they cover both the seat cushion and the entire backrest. The same goes for the rear seat. Outback already had a class-leading rear seat. Now it's even better. The backrest is adjustable, and there is even more space for legs and feet. Everything is really new on the inside. The dashboard is dominated by the 12-inch touchscreen. Here I find everything when it comes to infotainment, navigation, and car settings. The buttons for the air conditioning system, on the other hand, are not hidden in any menus. They are always available as hotkeys at the bottom of the screen. Of course, the new Outback is all-wheel driven. Today, all-wheel drive is more about safety than about traction. A car with permanent all-wheel drive has a more predictable behaviour. That's why all Subaru have all-wheel drive as standard. Short is wonderful, and it's time to round off. We have explored what is new on the Outback, all the new smart functions, and we've talked about the very high level of safety. But there is so much more. We've just scratched the surface. An Outback must be experienced. So now, it's your turn.